Greetings and salutations, one and all. Welcome to the night shift. It's a brand spanking new night right here on the night shift. And I don't know what is happening there. Something seems to be happening right here with our feed, and it's kind of strange. Let me know how the feed is coming across to you guys real quick, please. 773-789-STU, 773-789-7839. Shoot me a message. Tell me how clean you're getting it. If there's an issue, then I can quickly make some adjustments before my guest joins in. Just go ahead and shoot me a message. Clean, distorted, how are you getting it? Let me know. Because it could be not pretty. Howard Perry, greetings and salutations. Wait, when was this? I missed this one altogether. 525, welcome to the show. Glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you. I want to say big ups to each and everyone locked in right now. Let me just test this out. Let me see what I'm getting. Alright. Kicking it off for the little Jessalee. So I just got word this feed is not real clean, so I'm gonna restart the feed real quick. So give me 5 minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, greetings and salutations once again. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this all over again. Thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. Thank you for your patience. Whew. What a night. It's starting off this week, closing out the month of April with a high. I'm even breaking a sweat. Isn't there on in the studio? I need to go check this in a minute. Alright, so I will just leave for you. I'll be right back. Let me go check out this AC situation here.
Feel like it from so far. Music, it just makes me feel so free. When I touch it, I know what to be. And everything I do. I wanna feel like it from so far. Music, it just makes me feel so free.
Just making a quick connection here. Bringing our guest for the evening. Hungry for more, are you? Son of Jesselie Caldero. This weekend, 10-year-old Jesselie was ripping up stages in Kissimmee. I want to say thanks to our sponsors for this segment of the show, Pulse Media Group, and Being in the Moment is priceless. You want to give them a call. What can they do for you? They can bring your moment to life, capturing it or streaming it live. There's a number 754-999-6020, or you can link them at pulseamg.com. Big ups to everybody tuned in right now, whether you're tuned in on TuneIn Radio, The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Steele, rockthebox.net, the Foundation Radio Network, ClintonLindsay.com, across the pond, One Harmony Radio, or WGLRO, the Big People Station, with Donnie Walker Morning Show, taking you from the sheets to the streets. I want to thank you, each and everyone. Yeah, we get to have some FUN. Just to show that it's not only S-O-C-K we can spell around here. We can spell fun too. But in the midst of it all, we not only get to have fun, but we get to have real conversations or true conversations, depending on where you hail from and who you talk to, with some real people. Some of you tuned in right now may be very familiar with the mother of the guest that I have tonight. And when we last spoke some weeks ago, I said to her, you know, it would be great to have the girls on the show. And one of the two decided to grace us with her presence tonight. And I am super, super, super grateful. And I don't know why this thing went away, but I'm going to fight it in a minute. The gremlins are real, tell you people. The gremlins are out tonight. But On the line, I have with me the one and only, the daughter of, I would say, the much loved Kelly Williams-Bolar. This is Jada Bolar, ladies and gentlemen. Meet Jada. Hi,
Hi.
Jada. And I'm wondering what happened to my applause. Oh, there it is. I'm wondering if the people stop applauding my guests. Jada, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
I'm glad you could take the time out to come and hang out with us a little bit tonight. I know you don't have a lot of time to spend with us, but you get to we get the luxury of having a little bit of time with you. Hey, Julianne, welcome to the show, and welcome back to South Florida. All right, so
Thank you.
Jada, let me introduce you to some South Floridians. Just say hello, South Florida.
Hi, South Florida.
There we go. That takes care of the South Floridians. Now, because this is a show that is broadcast all over, there are also some foreigners. So there are some people tuned in from the UK, and there are some people tuned in from Germany and from Holland, depending on where our affiliates are located and listeners to our affiliates are located. So it's really good evening, good morning, good afternoon to the world. That's
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Hello, everyone.
okay. So that covers all the bases. All right. So Jada, Julian is welcoming you. For those of you tuned in and don't know, come on in to the Stew Pot. The Stew Pot is our interactive portal on kevinstew.com. The water is always fine. Jump on in. It's nice. It's where we keep things bubbling. So visit kevinstew.com. You'll see the Stew Pot. All you have to do is just type. You can interact right there. And of course, you can join us. So, you can give a call in to say hi to Jada or encourage Jada if you so desire. 773-789-STEW. 773-789-7839 gets you in touch. You can call, you can text. All right, so from this point until you hang up, Jada, this is now known as the Jada Bolar Show. And some of my past guests would probably say, but you say that to everybody. Well, yes, you had your moment. Get over it. This is her time now.
Yes. Thank you.
So from this point on, this is your show, and I want you to claim it as such. So you own this right now. The platform is all yours. Jada, what? Let me see where I'm going to start with you. Because your mother's story is it was the first time I've heard of anything like that.
Yeah.
And it's not like I was born and raised in the US. I wasn't. I've been here less than 20 years. But I've always been in tune with US news. And that was one of the it was the strangest things I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this happened to you when all this happened when you were how old?
So I'm gonna just start from when I actually went to the school.
Okay.
I went to the school in 3rd and 4th grade. So I was fairly young. I would say I was
About 9.
like 7. Yeah, like 7, from age 7 to like 9, I think, or like something around there.
Okay.
But when everything happened, I was about 11 or 12.
Okay. So
Yeah.
walk us through what the experience was like for you. Walk us through where you started noticing what was going on. Because all right, first of all, why, in your eyes, or from your perspective, why were you being moved to a new school? What was going on in your world?
So again, being that young, I do. I mean, I do remember, but being that young, I'm just thinking, oh, it's just time to go to a different school. My mom, she honestly, she just did not think that the school I was at had the best, education, which is, as a third or fourth grader, I'm just thinking I'm going to school just to do some math. but, but even though I was that young, I did see a huge, dramatic difference from the school I was at prior into the school I was going to, the school I was going to when all that stuff was going on. So I noticed that we just had more stuff. We had a greenhouse. We had a rock climbing wall. Like, we had so many more resources.
Mm-hmm,
we had a pool. You know what I mean? And being in third and fourth grade, I'm like, oh my goodness, like we have like all these amazing resources, and I'm in elementary school. You know what I mean? So It just was a huge difference to what I was compared to, because or what I was used to. Because like I said, at the school prior, going to a regular public school in my city, in my town, it was like I said about the greenhouse. Like, we went from using a shoebox with some dirt and putting it by the class window to an entire building full of plants and greens and gardens, and it was just so amazing. We had our own trail in the back of our school that we could walk on.
As in nature trail?
Yes, a nature trail. It was a huge difference between the inner city schools I was going to and that school's resource that we had. The library we had was humongous. Oh my goodness. And it was absolutely beautiful. The library was nothing but, it was huge, and it had windows to look outside at the nature trail. So just things like that, even as a kid, you're just like, wow, like, this is a school I go to, like, this is insane. You know what I mean? So huge, huge, huge difference. Huge difference between the schools, for sure.
Did it make learning for you any better?
100%. 100%.
So even at that age, you recognize the difference in learning, in the ability to grasp concepts and well, yeah. So you're 7, 8, yeah. But you noticed a difference in how you received information and how you processed it and how you held on to it.
100%, because of the fact that we had all those resources. It was right in your face. You know what I'm saying? It was tangible. You could it's not only just learning about things from a book, but you also had the resources to actually see it in front of you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we had we not only had the greenhouse and in the nature trail and everything like that, but we also, and that would be science, but we also had a computer lab. The schools I went to had nothing of the sorts. We had an entire computer lab that we would go to, and we would, do math problems and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So seeing it right in front of you and being able to have it right there instead of just reading it in a book made it more. It made it more like tangible, I guess you could say. Like, it really, really spoke to it better.
Nice. Now, so when fast forward from your initial introduction to the school, now you've been going to the school 2-3 years, and things start changing. What are the first things that you remember changing as it relates to what was happening with your mother and grandfather?
Okay. So when you say that, I feel like you mean like, did I notice any differences?
Yeah, because apparently there was issue with you being moved to the school, since it was not in the area that you lived, and but of course you had no idea that all this was going on.
Correct.
So
I did not realize things were happening until by the time I realized that things were happening was when we were out of that school, and we were in a whole other school system by that time. I was in middle school by the time everything started to happen.
Really?
Yes, I was in 7th grade when my mom got her letter of indictment.
Oh, wow.
And I was in Yeah, I was in a completely different school by then.
Oh, somehow I didn't even apply that timeline when your mother and I were when we neither of the two times that we spoke. So
Yes.
it
Yeah, I
wasn't
know. In
even
a lot of schools.
it wasn't even right then and there when you were there. This is a couple of years later.
Yes, because what happened was my mother started to realize we were getting followed. You know, the school had hired private investigators and things like that. So then she pulled us out of the school. And then when I went to 5th grade and 6th grade was when I was at a completely different school by then. Like I said, I went to the specific school, Copley District, for 2 years, and that was my 3rd and 4th grade years of elementary school. And then when my mom got the letter of indictment, I was already out of the school for about out of that district for about 3 years by then. I was a 7th grader in middle school.
Wow.
Yeah.
So walk us through what your experience. Take us on a little journey through what you're experiencing at this time. Now you're seeing your mother getting these indictment letters. What's going through your mind? What's going through your sister's mind? What are some of the conversations that you and your sister would have based on this? What are some of the conversations you had with your mother? Some of the questions you asked her?
Okay, so I didn't start asking questions. I didn't realize the magnitude of the situation until I was at school and I began to get taunted by the other kids because they're like, oh, your mom's in jail or your mom's a criminal. And that's when I realized the magnitude of the situation was when I began to have problems at school and it got brought home because I'll be like, hey, you know, these kids are making fun of me and now I'm getting in trouble. I'm getting called to the principal's office because I'm arguing with this student or this student and I'm trying to defend my mom and just that's when I realized how big the situation was when it started to get brought into my education, into my personal life of me going to school every day and kids starting to make fun of me. Because we have something in Ohio called in the newspaper, and it's called Busted, and it'll show you a person that's been arrested for that week. I'd never seen it until someone brought it up to me at school. They're just like, you know, your mom's in the Busted papers, and you'll never see her again. And just little, like, kids are evil. Kids are mean. So yes, I was definitely going through a hard time at school, and then that's when I realized how big the situation was when it was taken outside of just at home thing and me seeing this to when it got brought into my education, into my school life and my personal life and friends and stuff. So yeah.
And this is in your first year at middle school, your 7th grade year.
Yes, my 7th grade of middle school, I had my mom had enrolled me into a private school. That was my 2nd year there.
Okay.
And so that was my 2nd year at the private school, and so it was a wonderful school. But you know, kids can be kids, and so that was when I realized how big the situation was. When teachers and my principal were bringing it up in history class or in social studies, and they're just like, you know, well, let's use Jada's mom as an example for this situation or that. You know, yes, when it's getting brought up in class, I was like, oh my gosh, like it was insane, you know.
Are they allowed to do that? I don't even think they're allowed to do that. That's crazy.
That's a really good question.
So, all right.
I remember there was
Go ahead.
I remember in class, I'll never forget it. There was my principal. She was like, who knows who our governor is? And, of course, I raised my hand because he was the one who, what is the word? He, he got rid of all of my mom's, like, misdemeanors and stuff like that. He had signed that paper, and he got rid of all of that stuff. So they're just like, who knows who the governor is? And, of course, I raised my hand. They're just like, well, Jada, we know you know who the governor is.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. So, yeah. And that was the principal. She was a sub that day, and that was the principal who said that in front of my whole class. So yeah.
So, okay. At this point, you're getting into trouble at school because you're defending your mother's honor, so to speak.
Yes.
At home, when you're the younger of the two, So,
Yeah.
what's the conversation like with your big sister when all this is happening?
To be honest, when me and my sister would talk about it, it was very short. We never really went into a lot of, like, we told each other stuff that would happen at school, and I'm so sorry, I honestly can't remember the stuff she was telling
That's
me
okay.
about her experience at school. Like, if I wish my sister was here, but she had her own experiences at her middle school.
I wish she was here
at her
too.
high school. Yes, at her high school, and then we would talk about them to each other. And like I said, I don't remember her specific details that she had that she was going through.
Right.
But when we would talk about them together, we would just say like, "Oh, that happened to me," or that teacher said that something like that to me too. So we both were experiencing same things at school.
Mm-hmm.
And by then, she was in high school. So, so she was definitely going through it too. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So, I was just putting up your picture of young Jada.
Yeah.
So, jeez. When you, what kind of questions did you ask your mother? Do you remember asking her anything about it?
I asked her what was the busted papers. Oh my goodness. I will always remember that. I asked her, I'm like, what is that? And then she was so heartbroken. She didn't even want to tell me what that even was. I mean, she told me, but it was just such a hard conversation to have with your youngest daughter, your baby, and you're telling her like, mom's in trouble right now and mommy has to go away for a little bit, and and things like that. And yes, I was a little bit older. I was 11, 12, and I was turning into a teenager, but it was still just confusing to me because I didn't understand why she was in trouble for sending my sister and I to a different school. It just never made sense to me because we were out of the school years after that. So I'm like, Mom, why are you just now, why is this just now happening? It just didn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so it was just hard when we had those conversations about the kids taunting me and stuff, because like I said, I would bring that home and I would tell her, and she would be absolutely heartbroken about it, So those conversations were definitely the hardest. My mom is so freaking sweet, and I know that was something hard to say to her kids because she loves my sister and I so much, and we look up to her so much. She's one of the strongest, and I'm saying this, I know obviously she's a mom, so people are like, oh, that's biased, but she's literally one of the strongest women I've ever encountered in my life. And for her to have gone through everything she went through and still have the attitude she has today, that is nothing but graceful to me, and that is what I hope to be like. So yeah.
Well, that answers the question. What do you aspire toward? That takes care of that. Answer that question without me even asking.
I hope to have a fraction of the dignity and just accomplishment that she has right now. I hope to have a fraction of that. She's amazing.
Yeah, she is. She is. I'll say that for sure. Now, when you look at what happened to your grandfather, how did that affect you? How did you feel about all that happening?
That was probably the hardest part about all of it, because even though my mom had to go away for I believe it was 7 days or 5 days, one or two, even though she went away, she still came back.
Yeah.
And my grandfather didn't. The rest of his life was taken away from him because of one small decision that I feel like it just spiraled out of control. And all he wanted was because my grandfather treated me and my sister like his own daughters. Like the amount of time we spent at our grandparents' house as children, and even now, like I was so. It was so much time that we spent with them that he literally, like my grandfather, I looked at him as my father. And I have my own father, but our relationship was so close. So when he passed away after that had happened, I was broken. I was hurt. The funeral was one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my whole life. So, yeah, that I felt like he was taken away from me and my family, 100%, 100%.
Do you, or let me ask you about then. Did you feel anger towards authorities when all this was happening? When they took your mother away and your grandfather away? The first time it happened, how were you feeling towards authorities?
I would say I wasn't feeling angry. It was confusion. I was confused because as a kid, it was black and white. As a kid, it was like, well, Mom, all you did was send me to a school. I didn't think about all the other stuff underlying. All I thought was, I went to a different school. Why is that illegal? But, it was black and white.
Right.
So I didn't feel anger towards authority. I felt confusion towards what they felt was right and wrong, what they felt was just and unjust. So that is what I felt at that age. I felt so much confusion because I did not understand why they criminalized someone who all she did was send her daughters to another school. That did not make sense to me, and it still doesn't to this day. So that's what I felt towards authority, 100%.
So right now you're still feeling confused only?
I don't want to say, I feel, that's a good question.
Or you just never really thought about it? Because I know sometimes with emotions, we go through something, it's traumatic, and we either suppress it or we tell ourselves that we're going to feel a certain way about it, and we tell ourselves that so many times that we start to even believe it.
Yes.
Was there a time when you sat down and just thought, honestly, this is how I feel about it? Or you haven't gotten there yet?
Now that I'm a young adult and everything has happened, everything is said and done, I would not say I feel anger towards authorities, because I personally feel like every person who is in the authoritative system, so judges and governors, and I believe there's people who have, I guess I could say, morals and they understand. People who are more compassionate is the word I'm looking for. There's someone who's more compassionate, and then there's those who are more strict and abuse their power. So, like I said, I don't have anger towards authority, period, or in general. I do not have that. I would say that I know that there is a difference, because the governor did not have to do that for my mom, whereas the judge felt like that was a just decision. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Those are both two authoritative figures, and they both went about the situation in completely different ways. So I believe that there are some with more understanding and compassion, and then there are those who may abuse their power. And like I said, like she said, she tried to make an example out of my mother. So that is how I feel. I feel like it depends on the person. So yeah.
So as a young adult now, hearing things like what was recently in the news with these celebrities and this college scandal.
Yes.
What is or was your feeling towards that? And did you compare it to your situation?
100%. Immediately I did. I was like, oh my goodness, because it was so on the nose. But my initial feeling was what my mom did even comparable to the magnitude of what they did? Now, with that being said, yes, they are both mothers. They both wanted the best for their children, period. My mother wanted, when you're a mother, you want the best for your kids. My mother wanted the best for me. She wanted the best for her child. But there is a line that should not be crossed. And she went to extents that are much further and more, I feel, that should be judged, in a court of law more extensively than what my mom what she went through. I feel like that the mother, because I'm sorry, I don't know her name, but I know she was from Full House.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like what she did is way across the line of what my mother did, and she should get she should have justice as well, or not justice, but justice should be served in that situation because of the fact that what my mother went through was a fraction of what they did. You know what I mean?
And it wasn't just one parent that did it.
Right, it was two of them. I just don't know the name of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, what they did is far more expensive than what my mother even thought of doing. They did it from a college level and everything like that. I was at an elementary school that was a public school, mind you. So there was you didn't have to pay for a public school. You know what I'm saying? Like they did it from a college, and so it's a whole other magnitude of that situation. So yes, I feel like there should be, they should answer to what they did. I 100% believe that because that's on a whole nother level. 100%.
So, you think it was unfair because of the status that they have compared to the status that you have? Seeing that they're celebrities, they're financially well off.
Right. I feel like, because honestly, I have not followed the story since. I don't know if they have had any verdicts or anything about their situation, but as far as the knowledge that I have now about it, which is so far just like at least as far as I know, they're still figuring it out. I feel like that with their status and with them having more than enough funds to be able to get their children through college without doing what they did, I feel like there's a huge difference, and I believe that with my mom, I feel like she was singled out because of the fact that she's a single mother, and she's just I feel like things happen backwards, in my opinion. I feel like it's just, you know what I mean. So yeah, I hope I answered your question.
Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna ask the question that a lot of news reporters and media houses decided that they're going to spin it this way, and I'm gonna ask your take on it, and you can opt to not give a response on it by just saying, I choose not to answer that, Kevin. But you feel that race played a role in this also, along with social standing?
I mean, it sounds so old fat. Like it's crazy to me because of the year that we live in, and you know what I mean. But yeah. I guess I could say with the time that we are in now, and the stuff that is happening when it comes to that, I feel like there are always going to be situations that happen because of our past and our ancestors and things that happen with them that are going to trickle down and affect the grandkids and the great-grandkids and basically us in our generation. There are going to be things that happen that trickle down from their generation that affects us. Yes, that is how I'm going to answer that question.
Are you by chance studying politics? Because that was a very diplomatic answer. That was very diplomatic. I must say. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
And I won't paraphrase. I'll let the listeners come to their own conclusion from that.
Okay.
I won't say, are you then saying? I'll just leave it right there.
Thank you.
As you go through your daily life now,
yeah,
do you find people referring to and you know what? Let me just pause for a moment here and backpedal. For those of you listening that are asking the question, gee, Kevin, what are you talking about with her mother? Who is this? And what? Okay, her mom was arrested and given prison time for sending her and her sister to a school that was not in their resident school district. And for those of you listening from overseas, you may think that is just crazy. Where did the school district thing come from? Being, restricted to a particular school district. Okay, cool. I get it. I grew up in a place where there is no such thing as a resident school district. But here in the U.S., it's a thing. And Kelly Williams-Bolar, who is the mother of Jada Bolar, my guest this morning, wherever you are in the world, she got prosecuted for doing this. Not only did she get prosecuted, but her father, Jada's grandfather, also got prosecuted for it. They both got prison time. Kelly returned to society and got a governor's pardon. Her father, unfortunately, did not come out of prison alive. Even for the short time that Kelly was in there, he didn't make it. The stress was too much, and it just took a toll on him. He went in, but he didn't come out, as far as the family would acknowledge him coming out. And Jada, I heard you say it earlier. Yes, your mother came home, but it's kind of like you're still waiting for your grandfather to come home.
Right. 100%.
Do you still feel that way from time to time?
Oh, of course. Like I said, I honestly feel as if my grandfather was taken. Just simple as that. I feel like he was taken. He was not able to live out the rest of his life because of that one thing that happened. And so it honestly just breaks my heart. He actually passed the day after my birthday, and that will always affect me. So yeah, like I said, he was like a father to me. We spent more than the usual time kids spend with their grandparents, unless they're raising you.
Yeah.
The amount of time that my sister and I spent at grandma and grandpa's house is through the roof. So he was definitely very close to my heart. So when that happened, it was very, very traumatizing, for sure.
Today, as you go through your regular life,
Mm-hmm.
do you find people referring to you as the daughter of that lady that got put in prison, or the granddaughter of that man that died in prison because you were sent to another school to get a better education? Or is it that people don't really know? Is it a story that has just kind of died off in the distance, in the shadows, until recently with this college scandal, where it came up and people started going, wait a minute, you have that same last name. Is this the ones that don't know?
Yeah.
What has been your experience lately?
I'm going to be honest with you, it's both. It's very half and half. It's very much like there's times when people hear my name and they're just like, wait a minute, that last name sounds really familiar. And then they'll see a picture of my mom and be like, oh my gosh, I know who that is. And then there's times where people have no idea that even happened.
Right.
And so it's very much 50-50. But I will say that I do still get people like, oh my God, that's your mom? You know what I mean? So yes, I do still get that from time to time, yes. More so now because of the college scandal, yes.
Now, your sister is not here to speak for herself, but if you could, you know of any of how she was dealing with it, how it affects her right now? Do you guys still talk about it any?
Yeah, we still talks about what happened to us sometimes. I feel like she feels kind of like how I feel. Like we've gotten stronger as a family from it. We've gotten closer from it. We've seen my mom go through complete, just, she lost her father. She lost time out of her own life. She went through, she had PTSD. She went through that, just through depression, all of that. But she still came out of it even stronger. And I feel like me and my sister really just, we know how strong of a mother that we have, and we respect her, and we just hold her so highly that we would hope and pray that we could even have a fraction of the, and be a fraction of the person that she is, because we hold our mother at such a high standard. Because just because that happened, my mom, she still got her college degree. She still had her job at the high school. She still, you know what I mean? She's done so much. She's taught me and my sister that you can always turn your lemons into lemonade. She travels the United States. She speaks at different colleges and schools and stuff like that. And she has done so much from the situation that has been positive. And not just that, but she does stuff outside of that too. My mother has, she's gone on cooking shows. She always shows us, she started a YouTube channel. She always shows us that there is so much more to life than one thing that you've gone through.
Yep.
So yeah, she's definitely taught my sister and I to be stronger as women and as young women, and also as young African American women. So 100%, yeah.
Nice. What's in store for Jada? Where does Jada see herself going? What does Jada want to do?
I absolutely adore going with my mom. I'm her assistant. Me and her, and if you guys ever need my mom to come speak at a college, to come speak at even a high school across the country, it does not matter. Hawaii, wherever you are, it does not matter. I'm her assistant. I help her. I schedule a lot of events for her. A lot of people call me. They go through me, and I've been helping her just do different things. And we've been traveling, and we've just been experiencing so many different amazing colleges, HBCUs, and so it's just awesome. I see myself being some type of, helping my mom with, being assistant to my mom, and also being a manager and a social media manager and just things of that nature. But yeah, if you guys ever want my mom to come speak anywhere, it does not matter. If you're in high school, if you're in college, it does not matter. We would love to do that. So definitely contact me, because I'm the person who gets all that set up. But that is why I see myself doing that for sure.
Listen to Miss PR. I asked you that, and I could hear you light up. If this was face to face, if you were on video also, people would see you just light up when it got to that point. It's like,
thank you. Because I love it. I love what my mom does. I love seeing her speak, and the work that she does is just so amazing. And again, she does not hold herself to that one incident. She goes out, she does things on a whim. She does, she has the YouTube channel. I even have my own YouTube channel as well. And so she just inspires me to do so many things and to be the entrepreneur that I truly know that I can be. So yeah, my mom, she really does inspire me.
What are you promoting on your YouTube channel?
On my YouTube channel, I promote just you got me losing my train of thought. Just beauty tips, skin tips, skincare tips, fashion tips. I always bring God into my videos, and so just because I know that He's the only one that got us through what we've gone through. So yes, and I also do vlogs when I travel with my mom, and also my own travel little things that I do. I go to a couple places on my own, and so yes, I just promote being young and wanting to start a brand and a business for yourself. I plan on getting my own swimsuit line. I plan on doing my own workout line. I love to work out. I love health. I love fitness.
Nice.
So just couple of things. My mom, she's real, like I said, my mom has inspired me to do so much. My mom is so into fitness and in health and just eating well. And like I said, I want to start my own swimsuit line. I have a lot of things that I'm lining up, so I'm very, very excited. But she motivates me for sure.
You know, I there's a listener that I have, and she's online right now, listening in, and she just spoke to a group in New York, and what she presented on was really interesting. I am more than my hair. She's a black, also an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Has a little bit more experience than you do, but
Right.
she also has a jewelry line. And you like fashion, you like jewelry. She's been involved in fashion, she's been involved in jewelry. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, Jada, meet Julie. Julie, meet Jada. And here it is. Julie is putting in the pot. I hear a book in the works from Jada. Jada, you like writing?
Oh my goodness, I love writing. I honestly remember before I even went to that school, I remember I wrote a paper in first or second grade, and I didn't think anything of it. But they called my mom, and that was when obviously my grandfather was still alive. They called my mom, and my mom immediately called my grandfather, and she was like, "They said this is the most articulated. I believe I used the right word. This is the most what was the word? It was so intense, and the verbiage and the words that I used, I guess, was so beyond my grade level that they were just completely surprised. They're like, this little girl needs to be a writer. So I love to write, and that was when I was a baby. So yes, I love to write 100%.
Now, I don't know how it can work, but I'd like to get you in touch. I'd like to put you in touch with Julie.
I would love that.
Okay, great. And you see, I think of these connections. You speak with such energy and with such joy that there's another friend of mine that I want to put you in touch with, and she encourages people to find their happy. And she would, you laugh. She would do these Facebook lives, and she would share. She did 100 days of it every day, encouraging people to find their happy, that find something that they could bring joy out of, even if it's a bad situation, to find something that could make them smile. If it's only 5 minutes, just take that time for themselves. And she also loves to knit. So she's a hooker. She knit or crochet. I always get them mixed up, and she always threatens me with a needle. No, she doesn't, but she is, and she made. I always talk about this happy blanket that I advertise here on this show that she made by hand. And since you're in fashion, I don't know, something. I just see you connecting with these people, and they're strong black women. I'm going to put it out there like that.
Sounds absolutely amazing. I would love that.
And okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'll let you go to bed because you told me that you like to maintain a pretty good sleep schedule.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let you go so you can do that. And what I'll do is I'll get their contact information. I'll connect you guys. Here it is. Julian is already saying she'd love to connect with you offline. So what I'll do, I'll give you Julie's information. I'll give Julie your information so that you guys can connect.
Yes.
And also Melody's information so you can connect with her. And
that would be wonderful.
You know, I just see this. I don't know what it will turn out to be, but I see just great things happening. So I want to thank you again, Jada. You mentioned your YouTube page. Please give us the information and give us your social media information also, for anybody that wants to reach out to you.
Yes, of course. So my YouTube is Jada, my name, and then the period loved. So it's like spelled beloved, but instead of the first E in beloved, there's a period there.
Okay.
So it's just Jada. So Jada B period Loved.
Okay, Jada be loved.
So that is my YouTube channel, and then my Instagram is also the same exact thing. Jada B period love it or love.
Okay.
So yes. And for any business inquiries, you can contact my email at jadabolar@aol.com.
That's easy.
Yes. Very straightforward. I like to keep it simple.
Jada Bolar at aol.com.
Correct.
See, that's easy. Yeah, people. I don't even know if I need to give Julie your information. No, she can just contact you herself. Jada, I want to thank you once again.
Thank you so much for having me.
I am now one of your followers. I didn't follow you before because I hadn't asked about your social media prior to now, which is kind of crazy because I normally do that early. But I'm one of your followers now.
Well, thank you.
And I encourage everybody else to jump on and follow Jada. See where Jada is going, what Jada is doing, and what Jada and Kelly are doing.
Yes, because like I said, if anybody wants my mom to come speak, she is a public speaker, and if everyone wants her to come speak at their college or HBCU or even their high school or their elementary school, she will be more than happy to do it, and you guys can contact me, and I will give you all the information. But I just want to thank you so much for even having me on here in general. I appreciate that you wanted to get a perspective from me or my sister. So
yes.
God bless you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
The pleasure is all mine. And like I said, this was the Jada Bolar show. This was all yours. I just facilitated it.
I loved being here. I enjoyed every moment of it.
Well, since you love it so much, feel free to come back whenever you wish.
Of course. Just let me know. Let me know anytime.
No, you let me know. Alright. So we'll be in touch, Jada.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you once again. And have yourself a great night, okay?
Thank you. You too. Alrighty. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Alright. God bless. Take care.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night. Ladies and gentlemen, Jada Bolar. What energy, what life. At that age, that young age, you'd think that she would have that kind of energy and that kind of life. Liveliness. And, it's all good. But you can hear joy in her voice. You hear it? Yeah, it's real. So, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we chit-chat just a little bit. Have a little bit of light convo. And then we go into our musical therapy a little bit later on. It's a night shift with DJ Kevin Steele. First show for the week. I want to thank my sponsors of the previous two segments. We went through two segments straight. And I do want to thank GMAT Music Solutions for sponsoring the second half of segment. Providing lights and stage production services, musical equipment, DJs, musicians, singers. And the number to get in touch with them, 754-307-GMAC, 754-307-4622, or you can reach them at gmatmusicsolutions.com. Get them a link. And sponsoring this current segment of the show, JTMC Enterprise. We're going to take a quick little break. And when we come back, we interact a little bit more. We'll be right back.
Pulsey Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulsey Media Group.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there, we know how it feels, so we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management, and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
It's the third annual Caribbean Celeb Basketball Tournament, Saturday, May 25th, 12 p.m. at the VEH Youth Enrichment Center, 7000 Miramar Parkway in Miramar. Proceeds for the Sounds for the Youth program. This year's teams, Universal Hilltop Records, VP Records, E2 Productions, Heavy Beat Records. Performances by Shauna Lee, Jadon, and Peter G. Hosted by G. Cole, Sir Rockwell, and TC Flex. Free admission. Donations accepted. Live stream by Flex FM. Music by New Vision Sound. Surprise guest performances. Sponsored by JTMC, WZPP, South Florida Caribbean News. Homegrown with G. Cole, Flex FM, Rock the Box, Taxi Gang, High Class Promotions, Island Beat Marketing, David I Photography, Foundation Radio Network, LTK20, Island Energy Drink, Ratigan and Associates, Events Us, Irie Pen, The Melissa Jane Show, Real Rockers, GMAX Solutions, Jazzfar, Elite Global, New Lane Marketing, Jillian J, Stratmeyer Financial, WGLRO, Kevin Stew, All Time Printing, and Miad Restaurant. For info, call JTMC 954-613-3851 or 678-793-8800.
Not a mouse.
I'm in almost every school bus in classroom. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me. We are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. your links to worship and praise.
It's Christina representing for DJ Kevin. You see me, I say, I don't know the boss. You see me, I say, DJ Kevin's Chew and the night shift radio show. Yo, it at the thing, turn up the thing loud. Whoa, DJ Kevin's Chew at the heart of a champion. Never underestimate, just choose him. The silver line behind the dark clouds. DJ Kevin's Chew, believe him, and that's no doubt. Salute the night shift radio show, Christina. It's a heart to talk loud. Kill the beast.
Yeah. No, eh. Tough like a diamond, strong like titanium. Tough like a diamond, knock me down, but I won't stay down. Tough like a diamond, strong like titanium. Knock me down, I get back on my feet. I'm strong like titanium. This is how I fight. This is how I fight. Flat footed on the ground. Flat footed on the ground. Can't keep me down. No, can't keep me down. Back broad, stand tall. Flat footed on the ground. Tough like a diamond. You know I'm strong like titanium. Tough like a diamond. Knock me down, but I won't stay down. Tough like a diamond. Strong like titanium. Knock me down, I get back on my feet. I'm strong like titanium. Is that all you got? Take your best shot. Take your best shot. Yo, is that all you got? No surrender, no flag in my sky. You never see me cry. No, never see me cry. Tough like a diamond. You know I'm strong like titanium. Tough like a diamond. Knock me down, but I won't stay down. Tough like a diamond. Strong like titanium. Knock me down, I get back on my feet. I'm strong like titanium. I don't think you heard me, you might as well give up. Every time you shoot me down, I get back up. I won't surrender, I'm not a quitter. No white flag in my sky. You never see me cry, no, never see me cry. My only cry is my battle cry. Like, oh, 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 yeah, can't keep me down, no, can't keep me down, no, oh, oh, yeah, can't keep me down, no, can't keep me down. Tough like a diamond, strong like titanium. Knock me down, but I won't stay down. Tough like a diamond, strong like titanium. Tough like a diamond.
You hear Jada talking about her mom.
Stay down. Tough like a
I think this really describes how Kelly is.
titanium.
I want to welcome you guys back to the show. It's Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew, Community and Finance Night.
Me down, I get back on my feet again.
I was just talking to Jada Bolar,
Down, back, broad, step
daughter of Kelly Williams-Bolar.
on my feet again. This is how I fight. This is how I fight.
Both her mother and grandfather got incarcerated for putting her and her sister in a school that was outside of their resident school district, and her grandfather didn't come out of prison alive. Her mother only spent about 7 to 9 days, I think, incarcerated. But she has come out and been making a difference ever since. My pleasure, Jada, my pleasure. Just got a message from Jada. But yeah, Tough Like a Diamond, Son of Novelty from the Queens in the Arena compilation. It is pretty much musical therapy time. So I probably should just go into musical therapy and just leave us on that high from that conversation with Jada, shouldn't I? Because to really go into my finance segment right now, I can put my finance segment on pause. I can do it next week. I really can. But after a show like that, I'm just so inspired. Are you inspired? Alright. So here's what I'm going to do. Because I feel inspired by Jada, by Kelly, and by the other strong black women. Well, I won't even limit it to black women. I say I would quicker gravitate towards black women because that has been the struggle. But women on a whole who have gone that extra mile, I salute you. The ones that have tried to make a difference, I salute you. It doesn't really matter where you're from, what culture, what race you are associated with. When you remove all of that surface stuff, all that superficial stuff, and you get down below, you get under the skin, it's all the same. If you need an organ transplant, does it really matter what color the person is from? What color skin the person has? What race they are? Does it really matter? You get an organ. And see, thank you, Julie. I'll do just that. Go straight to musical therapy. I salute you. You strong, amazing women. I salute you. This track is called Amazing. China Nicole from the Queens in the Arena, Kemet Rhythm.
Your love is amazing. Your love is so amazing. Your love is amazing. Your love is so amazing. Just like the stars, love the way you are. Don't have to change, no, not anything. Your love is amazing. Your love is so amazing. I can never let you go. Don't you know that you bring out the best in me, and it shows. You light up the fire in me, baby, yes you do. And I think of creative ways, and I like to please you. And then so many more. Your love is amazing. Your love is so amazing. Your love is amazing. Your love destiny, and it shows. You light up the fire in me, baby, yes you do. And I think of creative ways, and I like to please you. And then so many more. Your love is amazing. Your love is so amazing. Your love is amazing. Your love is so amazing. Just like the stars, love the way you are. Don't have to change, don't have anything. Your love is amazing. Your love is so amazing.
Now, I had mentioned so amazing, with this song playing amazing, I had mentioned this blanket earlier. This is the happy blanket.
Just like the stars, love the way you
Beautiful, isn't it? Handmade.
change, don't have anything. Your love is amazing.
You know what else is handmade?
Your love is so
The featured set right now, currently featured by Jillian J. Necklace and earrings right in time for Mother's Day. Gentlemen, feast your eyes on this. Get this for your mother, your wife, your sister, your auntie, your cousin, your teacher, your best friend. It's a beautiful necklace with matching earrings, handmade. Can you beat this? The Jillian J collection. Link me or link them. Your choice.
Ain't no looking back,
This is Michabella.
no looking back for
Beautiful Ashes.
there ain't no looking back
I got one more on this rhythm for you. One more.
for me. You never really cared what I was going through. Many days and many nights, my life was really cruel. But I stood to the test of time and fight, 'cause I knew that God would shine His light upon my soul and bless me. To this day I give thanks and praise. So why you wanna ruin me now? Why you still wanna ruin me now? No. Take what you wanna take, but you can't take my God from me. Do what you wanna do, but you can't take my God from me. He's giving me beauty for ashes, giving me beauty for ashes. He's giving me beauty for ashes, giving me beauty for ashes. See, when you're down in life, nobody seems to care about your pocket. But once I see you moving up the ladder, everybody seems to think you got it. And it's sad, the things we gotta go through. It's sad, the pain we gotta feel. It's sad to know we worked hard, and that line is their motto, and killing is another. But take what you wanna take, but you can't take my God from me. Do what you wanna do, but you can't take my God from me. No, no. He's giving me beauty for ashes, giving me beauty for ashes, giving me beauty for ashes, giving me beauty for ashes. Don't go grudging me because I'm making something of me. I've been working hard to make a bread to see my way through. I've worked hard for it and overtime for it. Work is hard and nothing come easy for me. Nothing come easy for me. I work hard for it. Nothing come easy for me. Beauty for ashes, I come into praise. Spirit of lifted. Take what you wanna take, but you can't take my God from me. Do what you wanna do, but you can't take my God from me.
told you I had one more for you.
One unity, one destiny, assured love, one heart of love.
This is Nadine Sutherland, ever young. Nadine Sutherland. It takes one. I want to thank Sir Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live show for sponsoring this segment of the night shift. It's called Musical Therapy.
And now I live with it, I'm so thankful I'm still awake. Somebody didn't make it, didn't see another day. 'Cause there's too much killing, violence, act like they don't. They know. Know themselves what they gon' do, don't they know? It takes one heart of love, one unity, one destiny, assured love, one heart of love, one unity, one destiny. Oh, one heart of love. Oh, one unity. Time don't wait on no one, so just value life for sure. Love one another so that we can feel safe and secure. But there's so much killing, violence, act like they don't. Know themselves what they gon' do, don't they know? It takes one heart of love, one unity, one destiny, assured love, one heart of love, one unity, one destiny. It takes one.
From the Queens in the Arena compilation.
Somebody didn't make it, didn't see another
This is Nadine Sutherland.
day.
It takes one.
Too much killing, violence, act like they don't.
It only takes one to make a difference.
They gon' do, don't they know? It takes one.
You can't change everybody, but you can change one.
One unity,
And if that one goes out and changes one more,
one heart of
you start something.
one unity, one destiny.
It only takes one.
Youngblood Records.
Rise this morning, give thanks.
This is Phil Watkis.
Life's not guaranteed at all.
The track is called Today. Go out and inspire your one today.
Never live to see today. Oh, the ones who never heed judge a warning. Never live to see today. Boy, let's leave a lot of families falling. Never live to see today. A lot of innocent people falling. Now live to see today. So if you live to see another day, I tell you don't forget to pray. Jah bless you with His mercy. Another chance to right the wrongs from the choices that you've made. Love will guide you upon your journey. Life is much better when you know what it's worth. Let every step count, let every move work. Here today, tomorrow, say your day and a deeper. So set your mind and good living. With that you feel flirt. Waste your day seeking vanity. Flesh thing now go work. Walk fast from dirty livity. Road that you know feel hurt. It best to wear a smile than to wear a dirty smirk. Remember we put Jaja first. A lot of people never wake up this morning. Never live to see today. Oh, the ones who never heed Jaja warning. Never live to see today. Boy, let's leave a lot of families falling. Never live to see today. A lot of innocent people falling. Now live to see today. Give thanks and praise, we still fortunate. Work up, spread the message, cause we still have blow breath. Life, no promise on the road where we check, but Jaja never failed me yet. Rise up in the morning giving thanks. With life, I have a special romance. Me and good health a slow dance. Thank you, Jah, for giving me a next chance. You see the sun, you feel the breeze, you feel the pouring. Now take life.
With life, I have a little slow dance.
In the morning, as Jah ask up.
Can you see it?
People never wake up this morning. never live to see today.
Are you enjoying it?
Ones who never heed judge a warning, never live to see today. Violence leave a lot of families falling, never live to see today. A lot of innocent people.
Yes, 364, welcome to the show.
Live to see today. A lot of people never wake up this morning, never live to see today. Oh, the ones who never heed judge a warning, never live to see today. Violence leave a lot of families falling, never live to see today. A lot of innocent people falling, they live to see today. Hello, good morning.
Okay, let's do it.
Had a tear in my eye, but I want you to know this morning. Ooh, yeah, I'm missing my mama. She's gone in the spring and the time. But whenever I'm sad, I remember her smile. It turns me around, and it comes and it's gone again. So I leave it to Jah. There's nothing that I can do, and it makes me feel strong again, like I'm starting afresh. Everything's brand new, and I'm so in love with the life that I go to my bed real early just so the night.
The sound of G. Cole.
Real fast in the morning.
Yep, the same one. Homegrown with G. Cole. That one.
Me come alive. I feel so free. I spread my wings and fly.
From the album Ocherius.
Just like a bird. Hello, good evening.
So the track is called Like a Bird.
Can tell that you're tired, you've had a long day. Can I walk with you home? Ooh, yeah. The pressures are mounting. You're afraid and weak in knees. Believe me, I've been there before. Just have faith, judge I knows and you see. The feeling comes and it's gone again. So just leave it to Jah. There's nothing that you can do. It'll make you feel strong again, like you're starting afresh. Everything's brand new, and I am so in love with the life that I go to my bed real early just so the night goes by real fast and the morning comes. The sunlight really makes me come alive. I feel so free. I spread my wings and fly just like a bird. Just like a bird. Just like a bird. Just like a bird. The feeling comes and it's gone again. So just leave it to Jah. There's nothing that you can do. It'll make you feel strong again, like you're starting afresh. Everything's brand new, and I'm so in love with the life that I go to my bed real early just so the night goes by real fast and the morning comes. The sunlight really makes me come alive. I feel so free. I spread my wings and fly just like a bird. Just like a bird. Just like a bird. Just like a bird. That's what my father said. Ooh, yeah.
As really intent and playing with that introduction. This is the sound of Hezron. Life is a poker game.
Life is a poker game, a game of chance and love.
In this life, every man is given a deck of cards. It's the way you play it, you get your reward. Yes. 'Cause sometimes when you think you're winning, that's when you're losing. Sometimes when you're losing, here comes the winning card. Yes. Gotta say life is a poker game, a game of chance and love. Be careful how you play the game, the cards are never enough. Gotta say life is a poker game, game of chance and love. Be careful how you play the game, the cards are never enough. That is said, people will try, 'cause of envy and bad mind, to put obstacles in your way most of the time. But don't you worry, it is often a good sign. See the best player in the game get the most tackle every time. Trust no one. Always keep your poker face on. No one knows the next move, the future plan. Whenever you got a good woman, never you let her go. She's like the royal straight flush. She's the winning end. That is it. Life is a poker game, game of chance and love. Be careful how you play the game, the cards are never enough. That is it. Life is a poker game, game of chance and love.
Unity forever, brothers and sisters.
This is Kashif. It's the all night till daylight rhythm.
When it's crucially needed
This one is called Love Love.
now. 'Cause morality, decency, and honesty around the window. Discrimination, lies, and deception seems to be the new norm in this time. And only one thing can save us from their confusion and crimes. Yeah, talk about love, love, that human beings need enough of. To end insanity, give back humanity. It's life, sweet love, love. Run, come to our rescue. They're turning wrong into right, truth into lies, called it's strife. The wicked is emboldened, it's unfolding in front of very eyes. They're embracing hatred while ignoring when it's starving. Baby cries, eyes. It's like a nightmare and they're driving on the fear much more than before. And only one thing that can push them out and close the door. Yeah, talk about love, love, that human beings need enough of. To end insanity, give back humanity. It's life, sweet love, love. Run, come to our rescue. They're turning wrong into right, truth into lies, called it's strife. Racism is rampant, nowadays blatant, as if there's a green light. Abuse is constant, justice not important. We've been stripped of our rights. Corruption, division, cruel decisions now accepted in this time. One perfect solution in this climate of pollution and crimes. Talk about love, love, that human beings need enough of. To end insanity, give back humanity. It's life, sweet love, love. Run, come to our rescue. They're turning wrong into right, truth into lies, called it's strife.
This is Sonia working out to Tony Gold. I'll give it to you. Their rendition of The Closer I Get to You.
Over and over again, I try to tell myself that we could never be more than friends. And all the while inside, I knew it was real. The way you make me feel. Lying here next to you feels so good. Time just seems to fly. Flying away. I'm needing you more and more. I'm needing you more. Let's give love a try. Come on, baby. Sweeter than sweeter it grows. And heaven's there for those who fool tricks of time. With the heart to love, you find true love in a special way. Baby, baby. The closer I get to you, closer I get to you, babe. The more you make me see. By giving me all you've got. Yes, baby. Your love has captured me. Closer again. Yeah. Closer again. Closer I get. Closer I get. Closer I get to you. Come to me, baby. I need you. Feeling comes over me.
Am I the only one that hears a little bit of Maxi Priest coming out in this track?
Going closer, sweeter.
I know you hear it too. Community and Finance Night. This is our musical therapy segment brought to you courtesy of the Wake Up and Live show. So Rockwell brings you the Wake Up and Live show 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's Indie Artist Tuesday. He kicks it off with the Giving Thanks segment. You know you have to always give thanks. Let's see how much closer we can get tonight before I get on out of here.
Hey baby, I just wanna get close to you.
Peter G working out with Joanna Marie. The track is called Close to You.
This is Joanna Marie, and it's all about DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. You feel for some stew? Check out Kevin Stew.
Hey baby, I just wanna get close to you.
'cause I belong to you until the end of time. Good to know. And all I wanna say till I die, I just wanna be close to you.
Come on, Joanna, follow me. Say.
Seven minutes to the top of the hour. 7 more minutes before I get on out of here. Yeah, I want to get close to you too. I don't know how much close I can really get though. This is pretty close right here. I want to thank you each and every one for tuning in tonight. Tomorrow night it's Healthy Love Night. It's Tuesday night, Healthy Love Night right here on the night shift. And I want to look at autism tomorrow night. All month long, people across the US have been celebrating Autism Awareness Month, and it would be remiss of me if I didn't touch on autism a little bit. So I'm going to try to I had something together for it, and something derailed that train, but we're gonna see what we can do to put together to fix that back, to put that train back on track for autism awareness, just to at least pay homage to autism awareness. So tomorrow, Healthy Love, we're looking in the direction of autism. Where do you stand? What do you know about autism? Do you know someone that has autism? Do you know people on the autistic spectrum? Let's talk. Share with me as I share with you on Healthy Love tomorrow on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. I'm going to leave out with one of my favorite, all-time favorite A.J. Brown tracks. A.J. Brown currently has an art exhibit going on at the Ali Cultural Center, the historic Ali Cultural Center in Pompano Beach, Florida. And you definitely want to check this out. A lot of people don't know that A.J. Brown paints also as well as sings. He is currently the lead singer for Third World. He once had a good solo career, and occasionally he does solo acts and puts out singles. But he's currently the lead singer for Third World, and this track that I'm going to leave out with now is what I would have to say is my all-time favorite A.J. Brown track. This is When You Love.
I've sat in this old bed before on some other night just like this. The bed's the way it always was, but the way it was is just a fantasy. I'll eat some of my favorite food when I lose myself in a mood. The food sits cold there on the plate while I feed on my memories of you.
captured me without a fight. And what do I say? I say it's quite alright. You've made me feel indeed that I was wrong. I was blind, but now I see what life can be when you love. I catch the scent of your perfume as it moves sweetly through the room, moving from reality to a place where you are my sufficiency. I laugh at some old joke of yours that did not amuse at the time. The way I'm acting now to me puts me deep inside the web that you have weaved. You've captured me without a fight. And what do I say? I say it's quite alright. You've made me feel indeed that I was wrong. I was blind, but now I see what life can be when you love.
Yeah, this is where I bounce on out of here. I want to thank you, each and every one. I encourage you to come join me tomorrow where we do it all over again. Remember to catch Melissa Jane on Facebook Live, the Melissa Jane Show.
Captured me without a fight. And what do I say? I say it's quite alright. You've made me feel indeed that
Catch you all tomorrow. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you wherever you are in the world. Peace and love. I'm out of here. When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.